Welcome to the Ultimate Paradox of the 21st of March 2026. Today I'm yet unscripted. I've thought about what I want to discuss, and I do have some ideas. Like, what I want to do with this format of YouTube daily is I want to really help people. And I notice that a lot of people are struggling. So if I can be their voice to discuss something which they are dealing with, one of the things I've been seeing more and more online is also this thing called love and how complicated that is. Either with foreigner loving foreigner or local loving local, it doesn't really matter. Love is complicated. And I think I start understanding what the essence of this is. Because yes, I have been married. And yes, I have also started about the complex relationships between money and the other things which are interconnected, like money, relationship, status. It's all the visual circle. But today I really want to talk about like love, like loving another person. So loving another person can be like on a brother sisterly way, or on a way where you like your spouse, your partner, your someone you care about deeply and fondly. Both of them are caring about deeply and fondly, but in a different way. Am I rambling too much? I don't think so. The form of parents loving a kid, for example, is like the purest form of love. There's no kids normally don't understand how much love a parent has for them. Just the reality. They don't understand because it's normal, right? Your mom or your dad will love you whatever you do. You could love another person which is not your spouse still in an unconditional way. I've noticed this myself with a person I just met online, but he's decent. And he has some encounter, and I'm going to talk about it briefly. He has some encounter with actually someone who has the same nationality as he has. Without lighting out that nationality, it's not the same as mine, obviously, but I consider him a little brother. This person was making a fool out of him, just solely to make himself a better person. Why am I bringing this up? Because when I was in a relationship not so long ago, I'm talking about my marriage now, it was normal to be led to me as well. My wife always had this necessity, which is not healthy, because a wife should be supporting for better or worse, but she didn't. That's why she's my ex-wife now. But about this person in question, if I would have been there and I would have been on that particular place, which is also in this country, I would have actually stepped up for my little brother. He knows I'm considering him my little brother, and he's also watching this. So, yeah, without mentioning him, he knows who I'm talking about. So, even without it being a blood band, I would still protect like it is my biological brother. For me, this is normal. Not for everyone, this is normal. For some people, it's even normal to just not even support your husband or wife or kids, which I find a weird thing. But perhaps this is where the world is going towards, where we are no longer solely focusing on our blood relatives, but also on people outside of our families, because perhaps our family ties are so close knit that these external influences, like this person for me or me for this person, can be just like having as good as having a real brother, bigger brother. I would be his bigger brother and he would be my little brother, but it could have been the other way around too, for what it's worth. Am I wise? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just trying to help people navigate this complex thing called life. So yeah, what makes relationships like the faker one, like mom, kid, or father, kid, doesn't need a lot of communication. There's a whole lot of big threshold of tolerance for screw-ups. A kid can be less tolerant towards its parents. Wife or a husband also has his or her flaws. What do I think that the origin is of the problems? I think it's very simple. Communication. Where some people try to close themselves completely, others communicate. You don't have to always agree on anything or something or whatever. It's not like that. It's just about talk about whatever is going on. Having a good day, talk about it. Having a bad day, talk about it. Taking lessons learned, talk about those too. I think in a lot of households, every day, when and if they are even sitting together to eat, the only thing is, the question there is, what did you do today? Or how was your day? This is social polite bullshit question. The question should be, what did you learn today? What went right today? What went wrong today? This way, by just doing these 3 questions, rather than this becoming this farce, like, oh, I'm living the ultimate life, blah blah blah, a paradox. You now all of a sudden have something real and touchable, because for myself, today, I'm trying to make myself accountable one-on-one. I was frustrated by people who walked into my business, by the way how they acted, like they owned the place, which the last time I checked, that's me. That's not them, but that's me. But this is the quality or the lack of quality which we currently have here. And it also comes with, for me, checking how my staff would deal with that, how I can give them better tools to deal with that. We started like implementing systems. Okay, wow, now we're going deep, we're going into systems. I'm a systems thinker, so I try to, if I have a problem, I want to create a solution. That's just my nature. So for example, we noticed this trend of people coming to the restaurant, ordering, and after they ate, complaining about whatever, food, complaining about wanting to pay with card. What else was there? Just bluntly walking away because they wanted to go with their taxi to some other place. Those were the three problems we faced. I choose a simple solution. The solution is order and pay. This is bluntly normal in places like the UK. UK, you don't get anything. You order, you pay. We now know that you don't. If you have a card and want to pay with card, we can take you to an ATM. We can solve this problem together. I mean, we are all for service, so that's not even the problem. But we also removed the entitlement of eating, and if you don't like it, you don't have to pay for it, which in my opinion is completely wrong, because if you don't like something, you tell it and you give people the opportunity to fix whatever problem they caused in the service business, because again, dealing with people is hard. And now if language comes a barrier, so on the customer side, there's one person's English, it might not be 100%, and on the other side, there's not me, but there's staff. And this person's English is also not 100%. So how do you make sure that things are going well? You repeat what people order. Your menu has pictures, so pictures they can order with. And when something goes wrong, you just claim up. Okay, we fucked up. How can we fix it for you? This means giving some money back. We will be the last ones to deny you this plausibility. But a little mistake doesn't mean you're not at all paying for anything you consumed. Let's say you ate a sandwich. I'm just making it very simple. A sandwich and coffee and tea and something else. A cake. Let's do something. And the cake is not okay, but the other three things are fine. Does this mean you now not need to pay for anything? Of course not. It means that the cake needs to be changed to something which is decent, or an alternative needs to be provided, and if that all fails, then go to reimbursement. This is a system. Systems are cool. So today I went from complexity by love, relations. Actually, that's a system too. Your parents love you unconditionally. Your system is built differently. My system is pretty much open to accept others to be my brothers or sisters. I don't have a problem with that. It's looking at the world to be more beautiful. Wow, we went so deep today at the Ultimate Paradox. This was the episode of Saturday, 21st of March. I hope you liked it. If you did, press that subscribe button for me, please, because then tomorrow I will be trying to do the same thing, beating the algorithm, making a new system. And if there's anything you would like me to discuss with you, let me know. Thank you so much. Have a nice insert time zone, morning, evening, afternoon. It's completely up to you. Take care.